So I went to Walmart today and I picked up some items that I need for a quick meal prep. I have to figure out what I'm gonna give my husband for lunch and for dinner. Today he's eating the last leftovers of a meal that we had on Sunday, I believe. I went to Walmart to pick up some vegetables. I already have one of the proteins that I need for the dinner, but I also picked up some ready-to-use chicken thighs because I have some chicken thighs, but they're in the freezer and I forgot to thaw them. So I had to just buy some ready-to-eat ones. I'll use the frozen ones next time, not a problem. It's, you know, it's something I'm gonna use anyways. I went ahead and grabbed some collard greens, some cauliflower, and some things from the pantry that I don't have any left of. So onions, garlic, I always have that in my pantry. And some limes, because my husband's been into some club soda and lime. So I grabbed those for him, and I like to use lime on my foods too. Got that for him, and grabbed these strawberry crisps. Grab these for a dessert I'm gonna make, a no-bake strawberry cheesecake, and to enhance the strawberry flavor and the color, I love to use freeze-dried strawberries. I hadn't seen them in Walmart before, that's why I went ahead and grabbed 3 of them. They're shelf-stable, they're not gonna go bad. So I grabbed 3. Also grab some quick oats. I'm gonna make some protein energy bites or some protein bars for my husband with some peanut butter and some of this and honey. So it's just something quick. I do have old-fashioned oats. I chose the quick oats because they're a bit on the finer side. Almond flour was on a clearance. This was actually cheaper than the Great Value brand. It's in a 4-pound bag. So while it was a little bit more on the expensive side for flour, I like to use almond flour here and there. So that's why I grabbed it, especially because it was on clearance. And I ran out of balsamic vinegar for my salads. I like to make a bean, corn, tomato salad with edamame. I also grabbed some salt because I'm running out of salt. Some regular Great Value iodized salt and some coarse salt. I didn't see a Great Value option for this, so I had to grab this one. Some Creole seasoning, because I wanted to try out a couple of recipes with out of coffee filter basket thingies. We drink coffee every day. Makes sense to grab the bigger one. Some bananas. My husband loves to grab and go in the mornings. I hadn't seen these either at Walmart. Grabbed 2 bags. I love to use nuts and seeds to top any sort of food. Just like to sprinkle some on my food. I also grabbed some flax seeds, because I'm gonna sprinkle these into my smoothies and any protein bars that I make for my husband. There wasn't a non-organic brand. That's why I grabbed the organic one. Typically the non-organic ones are cheaper, but this was all they had in stock, and these weren't that expensive. This was on clearance. I would have grabbed more. I love artichoke hearts. This was the only one left. There was 2 more on there, but the cans were dented, and that's not something I'm willing to take a risk on. You shouldn't grab cans that are dented, bloated, or there's rust on them, or any sort of deficit on them. I love adding these to salads. And then these were on clearance. I took the opportunity and grabbed 4 of them. Last time I went to Walmart, I also grabbed 4. These are really good to have in your pantry because obviously they do not go bad. They're high in protein, very good option to have in the house, and some almond milk for me. And that's about it. I did grab the chicken and some regular milk for my husband. That's already in the fridge. I wanted to show you this quick haul that I got. When you see like the little clearance stickers or like the little rollback, they're like little tabs that stick out in the aisles of Walmart. I suggest to look at those deals because these chickpea pastas boxes, they were on clearance. I went ahead and stocked up on those right now. That way time comes I want to make some protein pasta. I don't have to pay full price, already in my closet, and it's something that I know I'm going to use. Obviously don't get every item that's on clearance or has that little rollback sticker. Purchase what works for you and for your house. So I just wanted to give that quick little tip there. I washed and cut up some kiwis and blackberries to go over my yogurt bowls as toppings. This will be my breakfast for the next couple of days. I also found some clearance croissants at Walmart for breakfast sandwiches this past weekend. I used the Creole seasoning for these chicken thighs. To go along with this, I made some rice and prepared cauliflower. I don't like to chop up cauliflower just because the little bits get everywhere, so I like to tear it apart. I like to save some of the stems to give to my dogs. In the same pan, I heated up some oil and added the cauliflower so it could pick up the little bits of flavor still in there. I like to use a measuring cup when scooping out vegetable portions for these prepared meal plates. The dietary guidelines for Americans advise at least 2 to 3 cups of vegetables daily. This is a good way to monitor or just be aware of how much we are eating. And this is what I sent my husband to work with. This was his meal prep. I also batch cooked this big bag of collard greens so that I could use it to build my salads. So for my meal prep, I'm going to be eating salmon. I like to grab salmon the day I'm going to eat it. I have salmon in my freezer ready to go in these pre-portioned little packets. I like to cook it the day I'm going to eat it. That's just my preference. I don't usually like to have it meal prep there sitting for me in the fridge, because if I'm not feeling like eating seafood or salmon, I just choose not to eat it, and I'll grab a portion of chicken that I meal prep for my husband, because usually I have some left over. And my favorite topping is this Chick-fil-A Polynesian sauce. I had no idea what I was gonna make for dinner for the next couple of nights, so I defrosted some of this smoked sausage. I also needed to get rid of this creamy Alfredo pasta sauce out of my fridge, so I decided to make a quick pasta with these ingredients. I'm going to brown the onion and the sausage together, and I'm also going to add a cup of corn to give it some added fiber, some added vegetables, just a little bit of color as well. After this, I'm going to add that pasta and then put in some water so I can get all the extra bits inside of it. I will be using some of this protein pasta as well, and I will top the pasta with some parsley for some added freshness to it. And guys, sometimes I don't plan out the weekly meals that I'm gonna do like I showed you in the other video. So I just wanted to show you that it's not gonna be perfect. Not every week you're gonna be able to plan out your meals and have time to really think out your meal plans. So I just wanted to show you guys how it is sometimes, and just to be realistic on this YouTube channel. I only used half of the parsley bunch that I bought, so with the other half I'm going to finely chop it up to have it ready for another pasta dish or any other dish I might make. I freezed it on this sheet pan so that it wouldn't freeze in clumps, and then I added it to this tiny little Ziploc bag so that it's ready to go for the next meal. Thank you for watching my video. I will see you next week with another weekly meal prep vlog.